The other day, Sayadaw explained different causes that are conducive to producing Paṇḍitā Rupa, good, healthy materiality. Among them is ahara, nutriment, which is called oja in Pali. Sayadaw explained in brief that by taking oja, nutriments, how the materiality in the body can change. It is not easy to understand from brief explanation. So today Sayadaw will explain more in detail what oja means. In food, there are substances which are like sap or moisture in food. Such kind of sap or moisture in the food are called oja. In another word, it's also called ahara, meaning nutriment. In one's body, in the body of beings, there is oja. The oja in the beings may vary from one to another. These oja are produced by karma, the deeds that have been done in the past. So when a being is born, oja is included in the being. They are called internal oja. So these oja are produced by karma. They are karma-produced materiality. In the outside as well, there are oja, nutriment, from the food. In the food, there are various tastes, various flavors, such as sweet, sour, spicy, hot, pungent, salty, and bitter. So in food, there are various kinds of tastes, some sweet, some sour. In some of the food, there may be different kinds of tastes within a single type, within the same type of food. The rich taste is included in sweet flavor, and there are food that are sour, bitter, salty, pungent. These are the 6 flavors of food. The 6 flavors of food are called rasa in Pali. And these flavors are relished by beings. In the flavors, there is oja, nutriments. So there are nutriments in the taste of food. So the vitamins are extracted from the essence of food, such as vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin D, and so on. So these vitamins, nutriments are extracted from food, from fruits, and so on, and made into tablets of multivitamins. So multivitamin tablets are produced from the extracts of food. In the same way, in the body, there is nutriment in the body. These nutriment in the body also combine with the nutriment from the outside that are taken from food. Due to the nutriment, materiality will be produced. So the materiality in the body are produced by nutriment as well. So the materiality in the person, in the being, are made up of, they are produced by either karma, they are karma-produced materiality, they are citta-produced materiality, they are temperature-produced materiality, and they are ahara-produced materiality. So the materiality in the body have 4 causes. Due to the 4 causes, the materiality in the body are produced. When one is practicing meditation, whatever the materiality is, one should be noting them, one should be mindful of them. By practice of Satipatthana meditation, one can discern gross materiality, and then one can also discern medium form of materiality and very subtle form of materiality as well. And by practicing Satipatthana, one can also discern relative causes that are producing the materiality. In order to know them, one should be mindful at the moment of their arising. According to the Abhidhamma, Oja, nutriment materiality, starts to arise from the very moment the child is conceived in the mother's womb. It is very interesting. And if one compares this to the science, it complies with the studies of science as well. When the mother and father get together, in Pali it is called kalala, when the sperm and the ovum come into contact and combine together, the fetus is conceived, the baby is conceived. So in the fetus is very small, very minute, that it cannot be seen by the naked eye, or it can not even be seen by a microscope. So at the moment of conceiving, there are 3 groups of materiality involved at the very moment the child is conceived. So these 3 groups of materiality are very refined, very subtle. And also at the very moment of conceiving, there is consciousness involved. The consciousness connecting the past life and the new life, rebirth linking consciousness arises together with the 3 groups of materiality at the very moment of conception. And also, some mental factors are also involved. So the materiality that arises at the very moment of conception is very subtle and very small, very minute, that neither the naked eye nor through the microscope one cannot see it. So at the very moment of conception, oja, nutriment, is also involved. Oja, the nutriment, is involved in the fetus at the very moment of conception. And also, by getting nutriments from the outside, from the mother, there will be more nutriment materiality, oja. Every mother who looks forward to the child's well-being will take great care from the moment she conceives the baby to avoid unsuitable food that can harm the child, the baby. The mother will take great care avoiding rough kind of work or rough kind of activity, and the mother takes sufficient sleep, also takes care for personal hygiene, and also take fresh air, do suitable exercise for the health. So what the mother eats, the nutriment from the mother goes through the cord to the fetus, and the fetus gets the nutriment from the mother as well. So the nutriment pervades in the fetus. So this is what the Abhidhamma says. Based on that the fetus grows, it shows that the nutriment is passed on to the fetus through the cord, and the nutriment pervades the fetus. So the development of the fetus is also produced by ahara, nutriment. Nowadays, when the study of science becomes very advanced, people have knowledge about health. Especially doctors who learn medicine, medicinal studies, they become expert about health. When a mother is conceiving a baby, the mother has to see the gynecologist to take care of the baby. So when the mother sees the gynecologist gives necessary instructions in order to keep healthy for the mother and the baby. And the mother has to follow what the gynecologist says to keep the baby and the mother healthy. So from the time of conception, the mother has to take food that are nutritious and suitable for the baby. If the mother is poor, it will not be easy for her to take suitable food. The mother also has to take care to avoid vigorous kind of work that can be harmful for the pregnancy. The parents should also be free from illnesses that are contagious. And Sayadaw says, nowadays, some parents are very ignorant, and due to the ignorance of these parents, the baby catches the illness, the baby gets the disease from the time of conception. So these babies, they are very pitiful as they get the illness, the disease from the time of conception in the mother's womb. If the parents are not taking care, and if the parents if the parents are negligent of their health, doing what they want, not caring for the children, due to the ignorance of the parents, the child, the baby has to suffer even from the conception, even from the period of conception within the mother's womb. That's why it is very important that the parents take good care. The parents themselves should be healthy. The child being born to the healthy parents will also be healthy, and there will be generations and generations of healthy people. The mother also needs to take great care so that the baby will be healthy. The mother has to take nutritious food. A baby who is born to a mother who has good knowledge and who can also afford to take nutritious food will be fortunate. The baby will be fortunate to have the mother who can take great care, who has the knowledge to take care of the baby. But babies who are born to poor mother are not fortunate. Babies born in poor countries will not be fortunate, as they do not get enough nutrition from the mother. So Sayadaw has been explaining about nutriment, oja, and the oja produced materiality, as Sayadaw wanted to explain that just as the nutriments are essential for development of materiality, in the same way, the spiritual nutriments are essential for the spiritual health. Just as vitamins and minerals are needed to keep one's body healthy, fit, in the same way, spiritual vitamins, spiritual nutriments are essential for the spiritual health. People who do not take enough care for their spiritual health, they are malnutritioned. They are spiritually malnutritioned. So Sayadaw has been explaining about oja in order to compare materiality to spirituality. So Sayadaw means to explain that it is very important also to get spiritual nutrition. And when one understands the importance of spiritual nutrition, they will develop strong will in order to energize their mind, and they will practice diligently in order to develop necessary spiritual nutrition for the mind. there are two meanings of oja. The first one is bala, meaning potency, potential, having strength. And the second one is teja. It is very effective. So there are two kinds of strength, the mental strength and the physical strength. And people need both the spiritual strength as well as the mental strength. So when one has the spiritual strength and the mental strength, one glows, shines with potency. One shines and glows with strength. So in order to have strength, one needs to take nutritious food. So in the body there are sensitivity, materiality which are eye sensitivity, ear sensitivity, nose sensitivity, tongue sensitivity, body sensitivity. So these sensitivity, materiality are where the consciousness takes place. These sensitivity, materiality are produced by karma that has been done in the past. They are karma-produced materiality. These karma-produced materiality will not thrive without the support of citta, consciousness, uddu, temperature, and ahara, nutriment. Getting the support of citta, uddu, and ahara, these karma-produced materiality, they thrived. In order to get the support of citta, one needs to practice Satipatthana meditation. Having practiced Satipatthana meditation, one's mind will be wholesome. The wholesome mind that are supporting will produce good materiality. So by practicing, the mind will be pure and clean. The mind will be pure and clean, and one discerns the true nature, and such wholesome mind will produce good materiality. And also, the temperature should be moderate, neither too hot nor too cold, in order to produce good materiality. And one also needs to take care of one's health, do necessary exercise to keep fit. Getting the support of citta, wholesome mind, uddu, moderate temperature, and ahara, nutritious food, nutriment from the nutritious food, the oja, nutriments will pervade in the materiality, and this materiality will thrive. Without this support, this materiality will not thrive. And eventually, this materiality will get weaker and weaker. In order to get physical strength, one needs to take also nutritious food, and one also needs the support of these factors, citta, uddu, and ahara. When one gets nutritious food as well as the support of Citta, Udu and Ahara, there will be Paṇḍitā Rupa, good, fresh, healthy materiality arising. So Oja, that is potent, will produce fresh, healthy materiality, and this fresh, healthy materiality will thrive. In the same way, one needs spiritual nutriments in order to keep one's mind fit and healthy. So one needs to practice in order to gain spiritual nutriments, developing necessary spiritual nutriments. The mind will also become glowing. The mind will have good potency, and the mind will thrive with wholesomeness. Bhavana means initiating wholesome mind, cultivating, developing wholesome mind. And by developing continuously, again and again, the wholesome mind will become from small to big, from tender to ripe, from less to many. And it is called Bhavana Citta, developed, cultivated mind. Just as there are illnesses in the body, in the same way there can be illnesses in the mind. Illnesses in the mind can arise in the form of raga, dosa, moha, lust, anger, delusion. In order to keep the mind healthy, one should remove defilements, raga, dosa, moha. Removing the mental illness, raga, dosa, moha, the mind will be healthy. The mind will be healthy, energized, strengthened, potent, and so on. So Sayadaw has been explaining that there are various factors in order to keep the materiality fresh, healthy, and strong. In the same way, in the mind as well, there needs to be spiritual strength in order to keep the mind healthy, fresh, energized, and strengthened. So Sayadaw encourages the yogis to practice in order to keep the mind healthy, strengthened, and energized. If one does not get nutritious food or suitable supplement vitamins, the materiality will be very weak and fragile, and they will lack the potency. There will not be physical resistance. The person does not have good self-defense away from illnesses. Such kind of person can break down. Such kind of person such kind of person's health can easily break down, as the person lacks physical stamina. In the same way, ordinary kind of mind cannot repel the defilements, raga, dosa, moha. A weak mind, ordinary mind that lacks spiritual resistance, the defilements will enter the mind by leaps and bounds. If one does not develop knowledge, the mind will not be mature. A mind that is not mature will not have spiritual resistance. An ordinary mind, undeveloped mind, immature mind does not have spiritual resistance. It does not have spiritual repelling force to drive out the defilements. And the person's mentality will be weak. There will not be any potency. There will not be any energy or strength in the mind. So such kind of weak, immature mind will be subject to the attack of kilesa defilements and unwholesomeness. Just as a person who does not get nutritious food will be weak and will lack physical stamina, in the same way, the mind that is deficient of spiritual strength will lack spiritual stamina. And Sayadaw will explain what are the spiritual strength that are essential for the mind. Sayadaw will continue tomorrow. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.